Hello everyone, welcome back to the online learning. In the previous session, we have seen the various users of accounting information, the meaning of accounting concepts, and the 10 accounting concepts which are generally followed by all the businesses. Then the accounting conventions, there are 4 conventions which are also followed by the businesses. That is the basic conditions or the situations which helps the accountant in preparing the financial statements. Now today we'll see the next point, that is accounting principle. So what is an accounting principle? So a general law or a rule of action or conduct adopted or professed as a guide to action. So it is a basic of conduct or practice. So the principles are nothing but the rules or the regulations or the guidelines which are helping all the businesses in preparing their financial statements or in preparing all the accounting statements of their businesses. And these principles are based on the GAAP rule. So what exactly GAAP? That is GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles. So these are the principles which are accepted by all the business concerns and on the basis of which the businesses follow all the procedures. So the first accounting principle is revenue recognition principle. The second principle is historical cost principle. The third principle is matching principle. Fourth principle is full disclosure principle, and fifth objectivity principle. So now we'll see each principle in detail. So the first principle is revenue recognition principle. The revenue recognition principle states that one should only record revenue when it has been earned, not when the related cash is collected. So if we take an example, a snow plowing service completes the plowing of a company's parking lot for its standard fee of rupees 1000. It can recognize the revenue immediately upon completion of the plowing, even if it does not expect payment from the customers for the several weeks. So this concept is incorporated into the accrual basis of accounting. The next principle is historical cost principle. Under the historical cost principle, most assets are to be recorded on the balance sheet at their historical cost, even if they have significantly increased in value over time. So valuing asset at historical cost prevents overstating an asset's value. When assets appreciation may be the result of volatile market conditions. So all the assets are recorded at cost on the balance sheets. So it is based on this principle. The next principle is matching principle. The matching principle is one of the basic underlying guidelines in accounting. The matching principle directs a company to report an expense on its income statement in the period in which the related revenues are earned. So it results in a liability to appear on the balance sheet for the end of accounting period. The matching principle is associated with the accrual basis of accounting and adjusting entries. So if an expense is not directly tied to revenues, the expense should be reported on the income statement in the accounting period in which it expires or is used up. So if the future benefit of a cost cannot be determined, it should be charged to expense immediately. The next principle is full disclosure principle. The full disclosure principle is a concept that requires a business to report all necessary information about their financial statements and other relevant information to any person who are accustomed to reading this information. So it should be disclosed to all the users. And the last principle is objectivity principle. The objectivity principle is the concept that the financial statements of an organization be based on solid evidence. The intent behind this principle is to keep the management and the accounting department of an entity from producing financial statements that are slanted by the opinions and the biases. So now we have cleared with all the principles which are generally based on the gap and which are followed by all the businesses. So we'll stop here, and in the next session we'll see the rule of debit and credit. Thank you.